I was watching their last game, and something I've seen that they've made a little bit of a change. People respect his three-point shooting ability so much that they're taking it away. That opened up that back screen for a curl for a dunk.
Here's a drive inside by Najee Marshall. He's shooting 68.5% on paint field goal attempts this year. That's 8th among qualifying players in the NBA. Now down to 8. Nembhard glances at the rim, puts it down, makes a decision to find Cooper Flagg in the corner. He had a one-bounce dribble and drills the jump shots. Nicely done. Coop operating out front. Just got on the floor with a jumper, and now he goes to the cup.
Just the simplicity of the pull-up jump shot on that last possession now opens up the drive.
And a steal by Davis.
Numbers. Give it up.
Yeah, nice save to PJ. And running the floor and flushing Cooper Flagg. Great sequence back into front end for the Mavericks from AD to PJ to Coop for the jam. Caught on the move by Marshall, and there's Marshall. Well, it's Gilman with the ball right now. It's smothered by Anthony Davis on the block. Wow. After the timeout, Nembhard trying to put a stop to that. Balls for Marshall on the offensive glass. He'll give it up. Nice ball movement. Max Christie, three-pointer. Yes, sir. He shot over 40% in his 6 seasons with Denver as that little runner drops in for Coop, driving into the paint. Nicely done.
It's going to be a 30-point night for Coop.
Oh, I like that.
Nice pass.
Wow, Dwight Powell. Porter looking for an assist here, and Coop with a big swat against Day'Ron Sharpe. That was old Duke versus North Carolina action right there, and then a quick attack and a score for Coop.
Seeing Cooper coming on the weak side, great timing here, catching it at the top. Nope, with the block, and then obviously in transition in open space, you give him a lane. He's able to take that and finish.
By one dude. Yeah. Who's the youngest player in the league. Even a hit for Klay Thompson. Drake Powell, 20 years old, 1 year at Carolina. He just threw the ball in bounds. They go to another rookie. Danny Wolf misses inside. Coop, little hesitation. That's right against Sharpe. Way up off the glass. Drake Powell, pass stolen. Max Christie got a hand on it. Klay Thompson for three. Again! Williams in and out. And then Dallas running the floor. Maybe they'll have the 2-for-1 here at the end of the quarter. They do! And a chance for three the old-fashioned way. Max and Klay, the top two players for Dallas when it comes to making threes this year. In terms of just sheer number. Going into play tonight, Thompson had 63. Christie had 62. Danny Wolf misses. P.J. Washington back in the game after early foul trouble. Blocks Day'Ron Sharpe on a putback. Klay Thompson around the defense on the drive. Nembhard caught it and moved it in one motion. Found Max Christie to beat the shot clock.
You have that Mamba mentality, bro. Man, that's what I was telling them.
Last year, Dallas late in the year won at Brooklyn, and then the Nets just over a week later returned the favor here in Dallas. Runner here by AD. Brooklyn. Big block on the drive by Traore by Christie. And running the floor, it's an alley-oop from Klay Thompson to P.J. Washington, who just stole the inbound pass. Klay Thompson for three. Bullseye! Wow! Now Claxton driving through the defense. I think we've got another block here by Max Christie, and the ball's out of bounds on Brooklyn.
Is that Max or PJ?
Marshall from Klay Thompson. And driving against rookie Nolan Traore and fouled. Coop's back in the game here midway through the second. Marshall trying to wedge his way up the baseline. Finds Powell in the paint and just enough room to get it over the iron and score. And that's a good thing to have.
It's a great thing to have.
B will run in the offense. Got it right back for Powell. Going downhill. He will rise up and score. Powell with the block out on the rebound. And in the open court. Here comes Coop. And two more on the board for him. 50-50 split between West and East since the start of November. Putting it down on the baseline. Defense to offense again for Dallas. Williams the steal. Marshall the basket driving up the baseline. Marshall, another downhill drive, and it's in there.
I love that when he just shoves you out of the way with his forearm.
Fights over the screen. Man on the drive. Shot was challenged by AD. Loose rebound collected by Coop for a moment, and there's a foul. Gives it up to Coop. They want AD. Oh, back to Coop on a really nice cut. Great off-ball movement. And how about that find and finish? Low clock. Davis, 7 seconds. Thought about the step back, but draws in the defense, leading to an open three. And a splashdown for Max Christie. Gravity. Let's go. Throw it up ahead to Davis. He caught it and scored and was fouled.
Seen a lot of that from LeBron to AD.
Yes.
Dallas just turned it over. Here's Nick Claxton on the drive. Good defense by Davis. Davis has the only point so far in the third quarter for the Mavs. Brandon Williams has come in, looking for three right here, right now. Max Christie, yes sir. Ullman with the steal and went for the fancy behind-the-back pass. No one was ready for it. AD finishes from Coop. The alley-oop pass from Coop. That was Dallas's biggest lead in the second quarter, 6. Paint catch and score. Easy finish with the left hand for AD. Stops have been in short supply here in the third quarter. Sad to report. There's a stop. Davis the steal. Now we'll have another attempt with an offensive rebound and misses that one, but Danny Wolf hustles after it again and is smothered by AD on the block.
No.
Dallas has 7 blocks tonight. Probing the paint. Cooper, tough shot off the rim. Davis right back up and he scores. Brandon Williams. Oh, nice! Marshall on the up and under. But there was some sauce on that for B. Will. Not young, but still playing well. Still part of that group that has played well.
Another assist for Coop.
Yeah, man.
Finding Najee in the corner.
Finds Tyrese Martin. And that three dances out, fortunately for Dallas. B. Will on the attack, and it rolls home. Tie game. Basket there by B. Will. 84-83 in defense by Christie. He's been active defensively tonight. And Coop here is able to go and they run sharp. Coop's been doing a lot of assisting here in the third quarter, but he's got back-to-back trips down the floor with scores. Started with Dallas up by 4. So it's Brooklyn 3 to the good here in this quarter. But it's good defense there by Dallas. And then Coop tight ropes the baseline to keep it in play. Brings it up the floor looking for another dime. Nembhard, baseline throw in. Looking, finds Powell, cutting to the basket, and Cup Powell.
So Vince Carter, as Klay Thompson told, and gets a bucket.
Ties the game. Hit an iconic shot.
I feel like Vince had great seasons with every team in the NBA.
Yeah.
Oh, here's Anthony Davis staying after it. Stick-to-itiveness for AD to score. Mavs were there in that series, man. Nobody played San Antonio tougher that year. 7 games. Dallas running the floor after a Nolan Traore miss. PJ back in the game. Corner 3, yes sir! Another drive here by Clowney, looking for a foul. Rebound Davis. Up ahead to Williams, another good pass. 2 good advanced passes in that sequence. The ball can always be... Create some space late in the game. There's Anthony Davis just creating space for himself. Attacking the basket. Mavs in front after AD's three-point play. Now he screens for Marshall. Going back for the alley-oop finish. Drive, Brandon Williams slices through the defense for the fancy finish. Got an assist pass there from Terrence Mann. Here's a tip try. Davis stays after it.
He closed out that Houston game really well.
Here's a deflection right back to PJ, who was in the middle of the defense. Washington on the drive. Tough shot. Bounces in. Loose rebound. Coming away with it is Coop. Outside to Brandon Williams. Bullseye. Big hit by a player in B. Will. Got it right back from Coop. On the drive, here's Brandon Williams inside, and it's pushed up and in for Anthony Davis. A Brandon Williams 3, and Williams assisted on an AD basket. And here's a drive, oh, a miss by Porter. Dallas chasing after him. They almost forced him to cough it up, they do! And it's 5-on-4 right now. Porter's down, he's just getting up. And it's Coop underneath. He spots Max Christie. Here's corner Christie. You love to see it, but it's no good. Porter switching. Now they get Wolf involved. They double Williams. He finds PJ. Washington is fouled with 54 seconds left in the game. And made them both. Terrence Mann on the throw-in. Finds Nick Claxton right back to the inbounds passer. Terrence Mann for a 3. Way